What about oops, chat? Here's Chromox imprinting Shatter Skull Smashing, Chromox imprinting Blood Moon, and Blood Moon. All right, well, there's a start. Once upon a time to start the game for Ryan, who's already under a Blood Moon.
Sure.
Found a basic forest. Okay. That was a good find. Yeah, sometimes, so for anyone new around here for Legacy, you know, they'll see a game like this, game like this one where we have a turn 1 Blood Moon. Let's just ignore the turn 2 Broadside Bombardiers for just a moment. But the turn 1 Blood Moon, which could potentially lock your opponent out of the game. When you're playing decks like this in Legacy, though, a lot of the time, even on the play, that Blood Moon gets Force of Willed and forget it. Or your opponent's playing a deck that doesn't care about Blood Moon. Or, you know, these aren't guaranteed turn 1 wins, so it's kind of okay to have these kind of explosive starts once in a while. Trinisphere, that's going to be a pain in the butt. Eye of Ugin is the play. Broadside Bombardiers hit by the flute. Trinisphere is pretty annoying. Trinisphere kind of comes and goes in waves in the Legacy format, it feels like. It can be quite disruptive in some metas and not that disruptive in others. Seiju happening here on the Blood Moon. That's going to unlock some plays here for Ryan. Finding that basic forest at once upon a time looks like it was the biggest play of the game so far. Ed with just one card in hand, a Broadside Bombardiers, which is shut off. It's going to take a while for that thing to close this out. Ryan could be in good shape now. Crop rotation, sacrificing the Eye of Ugin. Okay, so I didn't even catch it until the players pointed it out. Eye of Ugin actually doesn't tap for mana, so canceling that.
Just the one. Alright, so also doesn't work either.
Good catch there.
Combat.
Passes it back to Ed. So, in a way, Ryan, can't cast anything right now. Thanks to the Trinisphere. Which is kind of what I was talking about before. Trinisphere is a prison piece for sure. Here's Fury. That's going to speed up the clock a lot. Cloudpost enters tapped. They tested this card for 1v1, balanced it. It enters tapped, so it's not too powerful.
Okay. Eight?
Swinging for 8. That drops Ryan to 4. That Fury's potentially going to deal lethal next turn. Broadside Bombardiers being shut off has bought Ryan a lot of time, but we're still almost out of time. If not for the flute, this game would already be over. Sundering Eruption on the Planar Nexus is going to be quite disruptive here, potentially. Harry Houdini has arrived, asking, am I late? You know what, Harry? When you have the gold gifter badge and the 3-year sub badge, you can do whatever you want. Everybody else is expected to be here on time.
Because I'm like tap, right?
Yeah.
All right, so Basic Forest comes in for Ryan. Obviously not as powerful as Planar Nexus, but Sundering Eruption's not that broken. Sundering Eruption, a neat card introduced to us in Modern Horizons 3. I like this card a lot. Sundering Eruption, Volcanic Fissure. Leads to good gameplay, in my opinion. All right, mulligan to 5 for Ryan, mulligan to 6 for Ed. We are ready to go. Cloudpost past a turn. If your opponent plays a land touching your playmat, is that aggression, chat? Shatter Skull enters tapped.
What's going on?
I'm in Tamiyo. The fleet. Yeah.
Urz's Tower, found by the Once Upon a Time. I've said it at least a dozen times on stream already, but I'm going to say it again. I'm such a fan of Urz's Tower seeing some play in Legacy. Karn Silex just got played here. It enters tapped. Karn Silex, an interesting one. Yeah, the Silex kind of aggressive too. Andy is absolutely right. All right, Chromox imprinting a Pyroglyph. Broadside Bombardiers comes in. Does the Karn Silex, so Karn Silex says players can't pay life to cast spells or to activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. Does that shut off anything from Mono Red, Stompy? I don't think so, right? They don't run fetches. Is there something obvious I'm forgetting? Kozak's command going right after Broadside. I need to get that off the board. I can't think of anything that the static ability on Karn Silex disrupts here. Unsure why we have 2 tokens with 2 dice on it. But the Broadside Bombardier is gone. Magus of the Moon will be pretty annoying, actually. I mean, Ryan still has colorless mana from the Eldrazi spawns, at least temporarily. But shutting off the Cloudpost, the Planar Nexus, stuff like that is going to be a pain in the butt. Sacking some spawns. Ugin, Eye of the Storms. Well, that was pretty damn good.
Plus Ugin to gain 3 and draw a card.
Ugin, Eye of the Storm is brought to us in Tarkir Dragonstorm. From what I'm hearing, Tarkir Dragonstorm, the all-time best-selling non-Universes Beyond set. Am I right on that? Did I hear that right? I know a lot of you out there like listen in on the Hasbro like stockholder calls or whatever. I don't pay any attention to that stuff, but I do hear things here and there. The One Ring, everybody. Lord of the Rings.
Plus gain 3 draw.
So Ugin plussing here. Gain 3 life, draw a card. It has 11 loyalty at the moment.
Card.
Karn the Great Creator. That's going to shut off the One Ring. And the Chromox.
Take some fighters and cast it.
Mycosynth Lattice. Game 2 goes to Ryan. Ryan has fought through multiple moons in this match. Won one of 2 games. Let's see how Game 3 goes.
Retraces, I can discard a land to flashback.
Mr. Bipp says you call yourself a legacy player and don't listen on the Hasbro stockholder meetings. You know, there are a lot of Magic players that, like, actually care about that stuff. I'm just not one of them. Harry, who says I dazed one of those the other day with no colored permanents in play. The Ugin?
We got 28 minutes for game 3. I think we're good.
All right, Ryan says we got 28 minutes for Game 3. I think we're good. Sounds like enough. Ancient Tomb, pass the turn. Yeah, dazing some like 7 mana card does feel really good. Here's Once Upon a Time. Sirius says I heard the last stockholder meeting and they confirmed Murktide is no longer on the watch list. That's actually really big news. Wow. These people who like tweet every possible update about Magic the Gathering will post stuff like, nobody even likes Modern Horizons, and then like a month later they're like, Modern Horizons 3 best-selling set of all time. I find it all so funny. Oh crap, I was fooling around and I forgot what this flute is. I missed what this flute is naming. What would the flute be naming anyway? Maybe Karn.
Trigger?
Yep.
So, take 2, you're at 16?
Yep.
The One Ring. Taking a guess on the flute here.
Go.
Sorry, folks.
Make an army. Go. Yeah, choke is a nasty one.
Salty says they also gave spoilers for the next in-universe set, Benucci's Bane. It's a bunch of Nadu variants. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. Chromox Imprint Simian Spirit Guide. This card Simian Spirit Guide is crazy, Joe. Yeah, think about the play patterns. By the way, I ask this question once in a while, and we do usually get some interesting answers, and it's been a while since I asked. What universes beyond IP or whatever would you lose your mind over and have to buy like a collector box or whatever? Like, what would be your number one universes beyond that they have not yet made?
But I couldn't finish this one. I have a bunch of blackbirds.
Pedro says Magic the Gathering. Okay.
I was reading both cards. Like, what does Bola say?
Yeah.
Tomas says, I love you finally watching live. Greetings from Krakow. You know, I had a friend from Poland in high school named Tomas. Same name. That's very cool.
When the trigger result
Thank you for being here.
is the same decision.
Yep.
But also, people usually take the big grip of 3 all at once. And then
Yeah, but technically there's a trigger there where you can respond. Alright, you're in the play.
Magus of the Moon. Okay. This comment says a whole Warhammer set. Zelda Zelda might actually be a really good fit. Elden Ring. I don't know much about that one, but
Two floating cards.
I guess the moon's going to be a pain in the butt here.
Yeah, two floating from the.
Broadside Bombardiers. Game of Thrones would be a tricky one because of a lot of the subject matter, but it could happen someday.
For the broadside.
Okay.
Song of Ice and Fire based on the books or something. I could see that, but it's such like adult stuff in there that I'm unsure how that will work. Unless we get our first ever like adult Magic set. Kozilek's Command.
3. I'm gonna exile here. Yeah, I'm gonna exile there.
Getting rid of the moon is big here. I'm gonna draw a card. Johan says Sesame Street. You know what? That wouldn't be the worst.
Oh, this one? Okay. So 18.
All right, now what universes beyond would they do, and you'd have to quit the game?
Trigger exile there.
Ugin Eye of the Storms has resolved, and it's hitting the Broadside Bombardiers. Did Ryan just jump ahead on board here?
Plus 9, gain 3 draw. 16.
9 loyalty for Ugin now. Taco Bell. That would actually be a funny Universes Beyond in a way. It would be so unhinged. Just all food tokens.
Yep. When you're in step, I'll exile the 2 cards in your graveyard.
I did. I was at 15.
Just to keep track of the types. Attack 3. 13.
Zigo says I can give a lot of money for Arabian style set. Arabian style back again after too many time. Not reprint the set. Ah, so like another Arabian Nights set, basically. That sounds complicated. Food in air quotes for Taco Bell, yeah. Well. Oh man, I just had the worst idea ever. Like they tie in. Oh no. Should I even say it? They tie in the Taco Bell set with a particular plane and just like make everybody really angry. If you know what I'm talking about. That would be bad. That would be really bad. That might be my worst idea ever.
Four times, yeah. Got 2 right now.
Blood Moon. Ugin still on the board.
Sure.
Ugin gets fluted though. Ooh, things are getting interesting. So we miss what one flute was naming. We believe it's Karn. Second one is definitely on Ugin though. And Ryan's Ugin is shut off. The lands are sort of shut off. They're just mountains now. Ryan in a difficult spot right now.
You played a land already, right? Oh no, you didn't.
Tomas wondering why nobody plays Madness in NYC. I play Madness and win 2 tournaments. You know what? I don't know.
In response to the brainstorm, I'm gonna exile one. And then brainstorm. Yep.
Cast card.
Karn on the stack. Could potentially shut off the One Ring. Its static ability is still relevant here. And I think we're about to get confirmation if it's shut off by the flute.
How you cast the card? 4 mana?
The flute is on Karn. It costs 3
Oh.
more.
Okay. Sorry.
So I was like, wait.
That's true. It would cost 3 more. So flute is on Karn. Now Karn Silex.
What more do you want?
Double text. Son.
I have not played Lang.
So these will just go to exile. They don't count anymore.
Okay, I just want to get the text up on the screen so everybody understand what's going on here. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, exile up to 1 target permanent that's 1 or more colors. That's the text on Ugin. And that's why the Blood Moon was just hit. So that Karn Silex was huge here for Ryan. I was trying to listen carefully to the players there. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Karn Silex removing the Blood Moon was pretty big.
Guard Arbor, and then I'm done.
Was there a double land drop? I'm not sure. I don't think so, but I'm not sure. The One Ring now with 4 bird encounters on it. Ed has drawn a lot of extra cards. Ukin's still shut off by the flute. We know Ryan has a Karn in hand that was kind of accidentally revealed. It's also shut off by a flute. And costs 3 more. But the Blood Moon being gone now means Ryan has a lot of mana. Which obviously is going to matter a lot. Yeah, it's a bit hard to predict who's going to win here. Broadside Bombardiers is pretty good.
It'll take 2.
Attacking Ugin, reducing its power to loyalty rather to 7. Sacking the One Ring to Boast could take a big chunk out of Ugin's loyalty. Another Chromox, imprinting a Simian Spirit Guide. Ugin at 7 loyalty right now.
0 loading.
Yep.
Fury.
Fury, that's not too bad at all. It's going to deal 4 damage to Ugin right now.
So 3.
All right, Ugin has been defeated. But Ryan has a lot of mana, and Ryan has the Karn Silex, which definitely could matter in this game.
Go to
I'll destroy everything 3 or less.
attack. Type.
Play a pulse for.
Well, the Silex just blew up everything except for the One Ring with 4 bird encounters on it. Now Ryan proceeding here has a lot of mana. The flutes are gone.
Let's see. There's no way I could get to the shore.
Is Ed in trouble now? It seems like it.
Cast card.
Yeah. So they
Looks like a main.
Karn, the great creator.
Crop rotation, sacrifice here.
Crop rotation, sacking Planner Nexus. Planner Nexus. Important card in these Cloudpost decks these days. Got a Nurse's Tower. We might be about to see another Lattice.
Lattice, cast lattice.
Ouch! If Ed had a flute, likely would have cast it in response to crop rotation, right? Is there any way? Well, I guess the answer is no. It didn't look like there was going to be any way for Ed to win that game. Ryan takes it. GG's great match. Well played.